Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. So this is now episode 9 and we're just getting straight into this episode, guys, against Hull. So what I was looking for in this episode was a bit of consistency in the formations I was picking and with the teams I was picking as well. So as you saw there, I decided to pick Owen Doyle as a left mid, as I think that position may suit him. But in this game we don't get off to a good start at all. As you can see there, Hull taking the lead really early on in this match, and only 16 minutes played, Hull do manage to take the lead, which it wasn't a great start from us. It came from a set piece, and as you may know, we don't have the biggest of defences, and it really was a poor knockdown from them, which they managed to work on, and eventually they managed to get in behind our defence there. Reader Johnson there, he let his man get in front of him, and their man just manages to prod it past Chris Kirkland in goal. But this match was absolutely insane, guys. This match was an absolute goal fest, and I just can't explain how good it was. But Daniel Johnson here picks up the ball, manages to play in Humphrey. Humphrey gets his head up, looks back for Johnson. Johnson looks for a bit of space on the edge of the box. He manages to get a shot away, but the goalkeeper in the end manages to keep it out and manages to keep it at 1-0 Hull. But in this match, it was a very end-to-end match, and both teams had a lot of opportunities. So we were coming forward here. Jermaine Beckford obviously being our striker today. Beckford manages to get on the score sheet. He puts a fantastic ball in past their goalkeeper, Alan McGregor, and Jermaine Beckford manages to score. So I think one of the main downfalls of our season so far in this career mode has been scoring goals, and the reason for that being is our strikers haven't been prolific enough. But the reason for that being, what I deduce that down to is the fact that we've been trying to fit too many strikers into the same formation. So what I decided to do for this match, I've gone for a 4-4-1-1 formation, decided to just pick one striker, and that was Beckford for this match, and he's repaid me there with scoring goals. But honestly, in the second half now, we go into Bailey Wright gives away a penalty. Really unfortunate here. It was a definite penalty. As you can see there, Bailey Wright standing up to Abel Hernandez there, but it was a definite penalty. He just took a touch past Bailey Wright, as you can see there, and Bailey Wright unnecessarily so took him down, but it was Hernandez who took the penalty and manages to convert it in the end past Chris Kirkland. He sent him the wrong way and he gets a bit of a shuffle out for the celebration. But so going into the second half, yet again, starting the halves, we didn't really have the impact we wanted going in, but hopefully we would actually manage to bounce back from that. As you can see, it was a good penalty there. We couldn't really do much about that. But then this from Alan Brown, another goal of the season contender, guys. We've already had one goal of the season contender a couple of episodes back from Greg Cunningham. If you've not seen that episode, go check it out. That was an absolute blinder. But this one from Alan Brown is an absolutely fantastic goal. Just wait till the replay. The Hull defenders weren't happy with themselves, and Alan Brown out of nowhere. I've not scored many finesse shots on this year's FIFA, guys, but it was really nice hold-up play there from Jermaine Beckford. Beckford played it into Brown. Brown cut back inside, and then what a shot that was from Alan Brown. A curling finesse shot. He took a touch, and then bang, straight past McGregor in the goal. He couldn't get anywhere near that. In front of the Hull fans, that's another goal of the season contender right there, guys. So at the end of the season, if you don't know, at the end of this season, guys, I will be doing a goal of the season contest, and that's definitely going to be in there. An absolute stunning strike from Alan Brown, who's not really known for scoring many goals, but we do manage to work another good chance here with Beckford on the counter-attack. I saw their goalkeeper coming out and I decided to go for a chip. In the end, probably wasn't the best decision. It didn't go in the end, and in the end, Hull actually did manage to make me pay for that mistake. They managed to take the lead here late on in the match, and this could well have been the winner, and we managed just to switch off. We'd thrown a lot of players forward going for this match. Reader Johnson there, pretty poor not being able to put his tackle in, but could we get back into this? A ball in the box, it falls to Beckford, and yes we can. Jermaine Beckford with another goal in today's episode, guys. He's got 2 in this game now, and it was an absolutely exquisite finish from Jermaine Beckford, and this is just what we've been missing. We've been missing a prolific goal scorer, and it's unfortunate that we've had to leave Garner on the bench, but when you get goals like this, you cannot complain. Beckford in the right place at the right time, a fantastic volley there, and he didn't need much power on that. He just needed it to place it past their goalkeeper, and it was a fantastic finish in the end from Jermaine Beckford, who surely would have guaranteed us at least a point, because playing against Hull, they were always going to be a tough side to come up against. Hull City, they're a well-organised team on this game and very hard to break down, despite scoring 3 goals against us. So there we go, guys. We did actually manage to draw that match 3-3 in the end. So this game was an absolute goal fest, and I was really pleased with how this formation worked. Despite conceding 3 goals, I wasn't too concerned about that because overall our defending's been pretty tight. It's just been going forward, which we seem to have been able to fix from this game, which is fantastic. So going into the next game of today's episode, guys, we are away at Ipswich. So for this game, as I was saying at the start of the video, I want to keep consistency within our team, so I decided to go for exactly the same team which drew with Hull 3-3, as I was feeling really confident after that match. So we get a good start here with DJ with some confident play there. He manages to hit the post. Unlucky he can't actually break the lead, and for the rest of this half, not much happened. We do get a chance here with Bradley Dack. Bradley Dack, a nice spin there, and their goalkeeper manages to make a good save in the end from a finesse shot, which I'm finding pretty useful at the moment, finesse shots. But Ipswich do have their chances in the second half there. As you can see, it was a pretty powerful shot there from David McGoldrick. Just went wide in the end. He had a bit of space, which was a bit worrying there. Quite a lot of time on the ball, but in the end, he does manage to actually lash that shot wide of Chris Kirkland's net. As I am still keeping Kirkland in net, I might consider bringing Pickford back into the team, but at this point, Kirkland's done nothing wrong, so I'm thinking I'm just going to stick with him in net for the time being. But we do get a fantastic chance here with a couple of players actually going close. Stevie May, I believe, and DJ went close there, but their goalkeeper in the end manages to keep us out. Really unlucky here. A chance from Stevie May there. A good strike from Stevie May, who I do decide to bring on as a substitute. He did well in this match, and we managed to whip the corner in here with DJ. DJ gets a good ball in. We don't really manage to get much from this, but we managed here to cook it back in with Stevie May yet again, but their defender manages to clear it yet again, and this was a game we really were looking to win, I suppose, and we get a good chance yet again here with Stevie May. Stevie May was a very lively player in this match, and I was actually very impressed with his overall game. He was playing very well, but we were still looking for this winner. It was late on. The ball falls to Paul Gallagher, who manages to find the back of the net so late on in this match. In the 90th minute, Paul Gallagher manages to come up big for us and makes it 1-0 Preston, away from home, I should say, sorry. And Paul Gallagher with yet another finesse shot. I don't know what it was about this episode, but finesse shots were just working for me. And Paul Gallagher with yet another goal. It was DJ here who did a lot of the work on the left-hand side here. He manages to get a good ball into Gallagher. Gallagher waits for his space, waits for his time, manages to absolutely murk off the defender there, and he just manages to slot it so coolly past their goalkeeper. He, yet again, had a lot of time at the edge of the box. That was pretty poor defending from Ipswich, I would say, but their goalkeeper stood absolutely no chance of getting anywhere near that shot from Paul Gallagher. And in the end, that did actually wrap up the 3 points. That was all we needed to do. All we needed was the 1 goal. Ipswich going forward, they weren't really offering much, which I was a bit surprised by, to be honest. I thought that going away to Ipswich, I thought that they would offer quite a bit going forward, but that just wasn't the case, and we did actually manage to wrap up the 3 points pretty comfortably in the end. It was a light drama sort of goal from Paul Gallagher, but we'll take whatever we can get at the moment, and I think the consistency in the side is really helping us at the moment. So going into the next match, guys, we do have a local derby against Blackburn. This is the team I decided to go for. I decided to change 1 or 2 players, but overall I'm keeping the same spine of the team the same, as I'm still looking for that consistency. But as you all know, so far this season, I have won none of my local derbies this year. As you can see, Stevie May going close there yet again. I decided to bring him into the starting 11, but like I said, I've not won any local derbies this year yet on FIFA. I got absolutely battered by Bolton, and I got absolutely battered by Burnley. So this match, I really wanted to win, and we do get a free kick here with DJ, and oh my word, I could not believe this when it went in. All I decided to do for this was, I decided just to hit a knuckleball free kick, and somehow, I don't even know how, just watch the replay when it shows it here, I decided to hit a knuckleball with Daniel Johnson, and it didn't really go as planned, as it sort of went straight at the keeper, but somehow he manages to spill it straight into the back of the net, and we got such a lucky break from this, because I don't even know. Honestly, I was speechless when this goal went in. I could not believe it. Daniel Johnson hitting a knuckleball, and their keeper just absolutely, he just wasn't concentrating or something like that. It's what happens in this game sometimes. You get that sort of luck, and we got it there with Daniel Johnson, and possibly this could mean our first derby win of this season. But as you can see there, some bad unfortunate news for us here. Reader Johnson does go down with an injury, and we are actually forced to take him off. We do have Bailey Wright on the bench, so in that aspect it's not too bad. We do have options in this area at the moment, and as you will, most of you probably know, in real life we do have a lot of injuries in our back four at the moment, which obviously isn't a help, and we are getting them in this career mode, so a bit of a coincidence there, but we'll see at the end of this game how long Reader Johnson is actually out for. But we do get this free kick here with Tom Clark. Tom Clark decides to swing one in, manages to fall to Paul Gallagher. He hands it down for Humphrey, who manages to get a shot away, but their goalkeeper in the end manages to make an excellent save and denies us from doubling our lead. Humphrey there with a bit of a snapshot. Their goalkeeper sort of makes up, I suppose, for letting in that Daniel Johnson free kick. It was a good save there, good reflex save really. And but in this match, obviously Blackburn did have their chances. They do come forward here, and late on we have been prone to conceding a couple of goals, but on this occasion Chris Kirkland manages to make a big save for us, and possibly one of the most important saves of this season, as it did actually in the end mean that we would take all 3 matches from this local derby. So a bit of a perfect episode really. I mean, I know we didn't get the 3 points against Hull, but to come back from that Hull game and to get a draw from that, and then to beat Ipswich, and then to beat Blackburn, sorry, that just puts a cap on a pretty impressive episode, I must say so. But a bit of bad news, as you can see here, Reader Johnson is going to be out for 4 weeks, so it's not the news we wanted to hear at all, but of course we've got options in that area. So going into this game, guys, I actually do decide to sim the game against Brentford. I'm going to do this for a couple of games, just because I want to keep the season rolling on and keep it smooth, and so we get through it fast enough so you guys are still engaged with the series. I don't want it to drag out for too long, but in the end we do actually manage to win that match 2-1 against Brentford, which means we continue this unbeaten streak in this episode. So next episode, guys, we will go into January, and we do have Stoke in the FA Cup, so that game will feature next episode, guys, and I want to know who you think I should be targeting in the transfer window in next episode, guys. So that will wrap it up for this video, guys. As you can see, we are 5th in the table, which is pretty decent, I must say so. So to wrap up this episode, episode 2 of the one and only will either be out tomorrow or the day after, and I must say that on Ben HD 2 I will be uploading a video in the next couple of days on Call of Duty, so look out for that. I'll leave an annotation on screen now to my second channel. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Boom, 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 boom.